What up, guys? WelshdragonDSG here, bringing you episode 3 of Back of the Net FIFA podcast. In this episode, we got some quality stuff to you today, and also a new thing: we have been brought you in partnership with Sweet Patch TV. So over to Dave, Mr. Talksport. Show under.
Hi guys. First we'll be having a Q&A with our special guest. My lips are sealed. I will not be saying anything. All I can say, it's a big name. When I said big, I don't mean fat. I just mean big name. Right, okay, we have a FIFA Montage Madness. I know a lot of guys are interested in this. It's a lot of skillers in there. I know a lot of these guys, and it'll be really interesting to talk about that. And also skills and long shots. Is it real? The realism, does it look real enough in FIFA? Do you agree with having like 35-yard shots with a centre back and it going it back at net? Maybe, maybe not. And then, of course, a little bit of real life about the Champions League and other things that's happened in the last couple of days. But over to you, Adam.
Hi guys, Adam here, aka IrishWelshCelt, and I'm delighted to introduce our guest, a bit of FIFA royalty here, with over 18,000 subscribers and 7.5 million upload views, Mr. Wepeeler.
Wepeeler. Ooh, look at this guy. All right. What up, y'all? Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure. I was told to say I'm the best, and we're going to end the show. So, awesome.
See you guys later.
All right, see you later. That was a quick episode. Bye.
Nice.
Right. So,
yeah, it's a pleasure, man. I appreciate you guys inviting me and, give me the opportunity to do this. And
no problem.
Sweet Patch TV loves it, and it's good stuff. So,
It's
do it.
Pleasure for us to have you on, Wepeeler.
Yes, very
Sweet.
much. For some of you who don't know who Wepeeler is, come on, sort it out.
Have you been living under a rock?
Yes. Right, so first bit we're going to be getting into is the Q&A. We've had several from our subscribers and viewers, and we've had some which we made up ourselves. So, Wepeeler, are you ready?
As ready as I will ever be.
Okay, question 1. How long have you been gaming for?
Holy man. Nintendo Entertainment System. Zelda back in the day.
Legend. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have to have the Mega Drive?
I did not. My grandparents had the Atari because they had, I've got like 7 uncles, so I did play, Pitfall and all those games. But my first system was NES, Legend of Zelda, Double Dragon, obviously the Mario Brothers, all that stuff. So I've worked my way up through the years to this crazy next generation Xbox stuff.
It's kind of must be nice to see like the trend, like how it's improved since back in the day. Like I know they were like good for their time, but like today the graphics and everything they have, it makes it so realistic compared to back then.
Yeah.
Absolutely blows my mind. It's unreal. Even like 5 years ago, when you look at FIFA and how far it's come, and all the other next gen games, Call of Duties, it's like you're shooting somebody in your basement.
It's ridiculous how fast.
Well, think about 15 years ago, there was a game called Pong or something, and it was just too bad hitting this ball. I mean, and everybody were like, wow,
I know.
this is amazing.
My dad had it in his house, and him and his brother used to come home every day and just play it for hours on end, knocking a ball back and forth.
Imagine that.
Wow.
And we're doing the same thing with FIFA, knocking a ball back and forth.
Yeah. Advanced version of ping pong, that's all it is,
Why
guys.
reinvent the wheel? Why reinvent the wheel?
Oh, yeah.
So
Right then, my question. What made you, first upload your videos? I mean, what got you into it?
Wow. Good question, obviously. My buddy, I'm going to give a shout out, who hasn't done FIFA stuff in a couple of years, but this dude by the name of Perplex, he was one of the original guys who uploaded some stuff to YouTube. I met him on the forums, actually, the UK FIFA forums. My first post was blasting FIFA 07, and it kind of
nice way to
went
start
from there.
off.
And he just started uploading videos, and I used to record my TV with my crappy 3-megapixel camera and put them up there, and it was fun getting some feedback and hearing people say, "Wow, that's pretty cool."
Yeah, it must have been interesting because there was no one had ever really done anything like that before, was there?
No, not at all. There was one guy, he was a kid from Belgium, who actually posted two videos on how to create spin on the ball, how to create curl on your shots in FIFA 06, and then Perplex uploaded him. He was a PC only player, and he did a lot of uploads, and then I, obviously with my corny digital camera, put up some, but yeah, it was fun. It was good stuff.
Yeah. So Wepeeler, where did the name Wepeeler come from? Because a lot of people recognize the name, but what are the origins of that name?
The origin of the name is from a Weezer song back in 1994. My name is Jonas. It's on Rock Band and on
yeah.
I think it might be on Guitar Heroes, one of those.
Yeah,
but
it
it's,
is,
it's from my name is Jonas. Yeah, and the second verse he says my name is Wepeeler, and I couldn't get Wepeeler on a screen name, so I just added an ER on the end, and it's magic.
And it's part of history.
It is one of the most. I gotta say, if someone says on YouTube, who's the FIFA guy that uses it? Wepeeler.
Wepeeler, yeah.
Yes.
I'd say nearly type in FIFA into YouTube, first thing up, Wepeeler.
Yeah,
Hey, that's good to know.
Yes. Right. So
It's fun, you know. It's all for everybody else. If,
Yeah.
if nobody was interested, I wouldn't do it. It started as a hobby, and then it progressed to this. It's unbelievable to see the community and how many people have come into uploading videos and having fun, and it's awesome. It's unbelievable.
It's really kind of like after even I've only been doing it like a year. It's like it's still exploding, like more and more. Like
It is.
the community's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And like this time next year with FIFA 12,
Wow.
like God
Oh,
knows
yeah.
what it's going to be like.
It's surreal. It's going to be unbelievable.
It is gonna just go boom. Right. So in this question here, we haven't just got your normal questions. When did you upload
I
your
love
first
this
video?
question.
So,
My question.
start the random questions. Tits
Uh-oh.
or ass? Oh,
Be afraid.
Oh, tits or ass. I like a little of both, but you know what? When it boils down to it, when I'm doing the Wepeeler magic, I gotta say ass.
Ooh.
Sorry, sorry, all you titty people, but I like a good set. But you need something.
yes.
You need something to push. No, yeah. There you go.
That one goes out to Phil Apollo and Wepeeler, Barca boy.
Right.
I can make a good argument for both, but when it boils down to it,
I'm disappointed.
I'm a tits man myself.
Yeah, so am I. I'm a tits man. I'm so disappointed. You said
Yeah.
that.
Okay, we're just going to end it here, guys. Sorry about this. Really, just Wepeeler, I can't even talk to you.
Ooh.
Right, mine. This is from Atomic Welsh Girl, a good friend of ours. Which is your favorite video you've ever made out of God knows how many you've got?
my favorite video, without a doubt, is probably my Tati. The Tati montage that I made as a kind of celebration of his career and his dwindling down to not being a key player anymore. But it was probably my most fun edit and probably one of the most just the best video that came out, I think.
So, people that are listening, Wepeeler, what do you like edit on? What program? Because some people, like for me and Dan and Dave, obviously we know these kind of programs, but people that don't edit normally, what kind of programs is there available and what do you use?
What do you use? You can use After Effects. I have not used it. That's where most of the newer awesome like iDual 2010 is coming out with sick stuff. Drip Seth comes out with sick stuff. I think FIFA Rally is now using After Effects. I use Sony Vegas. It's overwhelming when you open the program, but it's pretty simple to use once you get the idea of what you have to do down. So I use Vegas. I have a couple tutorials up. Check them out if you're stuck using it. But that's what I use.
Okay, so another question. Why FIFA, not Pro Evolution? Have you ever ventured into Pro Evolution football games or even ever considered making videos, or have you just never gone there?
I did, and I like the feel of FIFA better. I started with FIFA, and I don't know. I know the gameplay of PES was supposed to be, better back in the day. I think in the maybe early 90s, mid 90s, it was, supposed to be the benchmark of what, gameplay should be. But I always preferred FIFA.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's kind of commonly agreed amongst most gaming critics now that FIFA has overtaken Pro Evolution.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
Definitely now. Yeah.
It was Pro Evolution Soccer was the better game. You know what I mean? It were unbelievable. But I personally went from Pro Evolution Soccer to FIFA when FIFA 08 came out. I was so disappointed with Pro Evolution Soccer. Went to FIFA, wasn't really sure what it about, and I ain't looked back since. It's brilliant. Which just proves the fact.
Yeah,
that's
a lot of what happened after 08. Because 07 to 08 was a big jump for next gen.
Yeah.
And then from 08 to 09, I think was the biggest evolution in
definitely.
FIFA. I mean, it was unbelievable. Even to this day, I think FIFA 09 is my favorite FIFA.
Yeah, because I don't think Pro Evolution really caught up ever since they've jumped to next gen.
No, it's not really brought anything newer out. It's only brought out the same things that FIFA's got.
Yeah, it's
a
just
lot of people
playing
actually
Pro and all
complain
that.
with FIFA saying that I think it was actually FIFA 08. They were saying that the gameplay's too fast. It's not actually realistic enough. I know that was back in 2008, but they're saying they wanted more like PES, which was quite strange when you got all these FIFA fans. But they've changed it a lot. I gotta say, how have advanced FIFA compared to like God? I was playing on like 99 on the World Cup and that when I was out. But I gotta say, FIFA just personally FIFA over PES any day at the moment.
Yeah, definitely so. Never look
without a
back.
doubt.
So we got another question from Unique Riggers on Twitter and also got YouTube. How much bigger do you expect the FIFA community to get in the next few years?
Man, I don't know. Exponentially bigger, I would say, just because going from, say, FIFA 08 to FIFA 09 on YouTube, there was probably, 10 or 15
Yeah.
guys that were making videos. And then from 09 to 10, there was probably 150. And then from obviously 10 to 11, just unbelievable. I can't even count on
Yeah.
a number scale on how many people are making
It's
videos.
just gonna be like you've had this year as well. You've had a few Call of Duty people come over, like Zerk, Small
Yeah.
Beans, and all
Yes.
that. We've had a lot
Yeah.
of them come over, and it's just wow.
Even like Sam 5000, and I know Moody Sweet started up a new channel, and they're just basically bringing solely FIFA content out now. Like they're having like 2 episodes every day of like building their ultimate team, and like it's really showing like how much of an attraction FIFA is now.
Well, it's unbelievable because the game is like the best selling, or one of the best selling games
Yeah.
all time. I mean, it sells just worldwide unbelievably. And if you look at the amount of people that play it versus the amount of people that were making videos, it was a small number. And now people are realizing, oh, hell, everybody wants to play, or everybody is playing. Why not put videos out? And it's going to be huge. I can't even imagine how much bigger it's going to get. But it's great. It's great for everybody.
You think like people are swapping over because Call of Duty has gotten worse, or because FIFA's getting better? What kind of way do you think?
I think it's a little of both, and I think the Call of Duty series and what you can do online and for YouTube it's at kind of a standpoint right now, where how many times can you show sniper kills and how many times
It's quite
can you
tough
show
as well for Call of Duty
kill streak.
players as well.
Yeah, because remember, when I started, and Dan, you said the same. We were both like when we were starting our channels, we were thinking, okay, we'll do FIFA and Call of Duty, and the more I put out FIFA videos and Call of Duty videos, the view count was amazing. Like the difference between the two of them. Like how hard it is to kind of get like new and recognized within like Call of Duty as opposed to FIFA.
Right. I think there's a set scale already for what Call of Duty online people want, and it's it's already there with Machinima Respawn and those guys typically steal all the views from everybody else. And where FIFA, it's if you score a good goal, I'm gonna say I love it, this kid's gonna say he loves it, and it's just gonna go worldwide on Twitter
it will
and
go viral.
wherever else.
The thing is, though, I think the Ultimate Team's made it a lot easier as well.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It's your own team. What the players that you like, not necessarily will be somebody else will like the same players. And then if you score a goal, it's brought FIFA to a next level, I think, and it's made people on YouTube stand up and listen and go, wow.
Totally.
Yeah. No, I feel like a toolbox for not playing FIFA Ultimate Team until this year, and I actually even came in late. I started like 2 months ago, and damn, I've been missing a lot because it's awesome.
When you get it, it's quite an addictive game mode.
Yeah.
You just can't stay off it. And then you're just building, like, you start off and you're like, okay, I'll just get one squad, and then you'll play with a squad. And Dan, I know you're particularly partial to this. Just get bored of them and change up, and it's like sell your whole squad. And then
only 2 days ago, I was talking to Dan, and he said, right, I'm going to make a Dutch team, and now he's changed it to what team is it now?
A Liga Portuguese side.
Yeah, literally like 2 days of like selling all these players, changing his mind. But right, this question. Oh, go on. Sorry, go on. I'll let you do it.
I just a little quick point. I think about like actually changing teams. It's not even actually playing with new teams. It's just like the thrill of buying the players in the transfer market.
Yeah.
See how much money you get for them. Yeah, definitely. Right, this question I think was probably the first one we did.
This is on everybody's lips.
Yeah, we all had so.
What does make those titties shake? We want to know.
Oh my gosh, dude! I can't even begin to tell you what the hell went through my head when I did that.
Genius, my friend. Touch genius that was.
Go down in history as one of the best.
Some kid made a gif of that and sent it to me, and it's just great. It actually all started from that song because I listened to that song when I was a teenager, and it used to crack me up. And it's really, really worse than just Shake the Titties. If you listen to the whole song, it's like just. Yeah, I won't even say it here, but whatever. It's bad. And, I was sitting at work. I'm like, what can I do, that's funny to make these kids laugh? And yeah, wig and tits, What are you going to do? Shake them.
Okay, so sorry, that's my question. So Wepeeler, at the moment, what kind of FIFA people are standing out for you? Obviously, you have your like Philip Follows, your Barca boys. Obviously, me and Dan, yeah. But besides us,
yes.
And me with my 37 subs. Don't hate me. I'm just started.
Oh yeah. I'll shout you out next time I feel like an ass for not saying your name and the other one either too.
No, it's fine.
Talk about a dork.
I'm over that.
You know, honestly, and I'll take the kick in the pants for this one. I recorded the video before I even listened to the podcast. I did like a show.
Ooh, oh.
Yeah, I know, boo. All right, click, I'm off. I recorded it, and then I'm editing the video. I'm putting it all together, and I see this dude, SambookaMan. I'm like, oh, I feel like an idiot. So I kind of just, left it in the wings and hoped it would blow over, and it didn't, and now I feel like an ass.
It didn't happen. Don't talk to me.
You're blocked. All right, so like you mentioned, the Patos, the Barca boys, FIFA Raleigh, and Dripseth, and all those. The newcomers who, are new to the game and I haven't seen before this year, like Josh Flip 1989. He's got a great commentary FIFA Ultimate Team series going on. That R9 Rai, Danny, I think is his real name. His edits are sick. I mean, he scores some crazy goals.
Yeah, that guy's got some skills, and definitely.
He's got, you know what? He's right now. He's my favorite player on FIFA. I really enjoy his stuff.
Yeah, I think his duel. I don't know if you've seen it, but his duel compilation he did with Dwayne is personally my favorite FIFA. Like not just the goals in it, which were amazing, but the edit, like you said,
is really
it's ridiculous.
Dwayne Abel is another up and coming cat who's real good. I like watching his stuff. KSI Olajudet, JJ, he's good. I've seen him play for years. Zerka, I like it. I think he's good too. Small Beans, all these guys from the UK are sick, and then obviously the Scandinavian team, who I won't even go into the FIFA montage madness now, but the new guys, Gujan Daniel and the Scoldy, Mr. Scoldy, and the Afro guy, they blow my mind. They're awesome. It makes my videos look like shit.
Damn those people.
Yeah, it's like before you could just show like a nice free kick or goal, but now it's like you have to have 5 different roulettes in front of the goal to.
You've got to start from your goalkeeper and just take the whole team on, just so it makes you feel like it's a good goal because you won't upload it. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's not with your goalkeeper, you didn't skill 11 players, then you suck.
Right.
No, it's awesome. You know what I really like, and I want to. This isn't part of a question or anything, but I like watching everybody's videos because everybody plays differently and everybody has a little different edit. It's cool. I mean, you can like almost tell, a FIFA Raleigh video, and without even seeing his name, you can tell it's him. And same with all the guys. It's cool.
The good thing about it is, though, like I like Kill Hollywood said in a video recently, the FIFA community isn't like Call of Duty where it's like you're shit, you're a faggot, and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, absolutely not. It's great.
Yeah, you always get excellent feedback from people, and like even if people like are giving you bad feedback, they're always constructive. They're not like saying you're crap or whatever. They're just like trying to tell you where to improve and stuff.
You'll always get the odd one or two, won't you? To be fair, there's always that one that always the person that clicks dislike.
There's always that 1 or 2 dislikes, and you're like, damn you.
Yeah. I don't even look too much into that because as you get more subs and more people watch your videos, you're gonna get hate no matter what. And personally, I like it. Screw it. Tell me you dislike it. I don't really give a crap. I've got good feedback,
I think it's funny when people leave the odd comments saying, "Oh, you're crap," and I kick like you're useless and all this stuff, and then you go into their channel, it's like no videos up. You're like, okay, you upload a video, and I'll see how good you are.
Exactly.
Yeah. So another question, and this one's going in a bit of real life football. So what football team do you support, and why?
AS Roma from Serie A because unbelievable, he's awesome international, and yeah, I like the Premiership too. And if I had to say I like the team, it would probably be Arsenal, just because I like their style of football and passing around a lot more than
Barcelona-esque, isn't it?
Good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think you should personally follow Chelsea, my friend.
Glory supporter.
But you'll find this out more in the when we speak about more real life football. You see, Adam's a Man United fan, and he can't see further than Old Trafford. That you see, he doesn't know. Nobody's as good I mean, he probably thinks that the manager could come onto pitch and he'd play better than most players in Premiership. So don't take his opinion.
Hey, you want to cut
it's
the
always
bloody
one-sided.
Blackburn? You do.
Yeah, good point.
I know a little of both teams. The webmaster at Sweet Patch TV is a big Chelsea fan, so I hear his sob stories. Unfortunately, the past little bit, and the hanging of poor Fernando Torres. So
don't say it. I'll start going again.
You know what? He doesn't deserve the hate. Who cares? The guy didn't score yet. He's a phenomenal player. And once he does score, it's gonna go lights out. He's gonna go ballistic and score freaking 30 goals.
They need to just find a route, find a thing which works for him in that team, because Chelsea got a lot of strikers, and to choose is obviously easy for Ancelotti, but for him to get in, you got put his socks up.
Yeah, because again, it's one of the players that Abramovich has bought himself, and I don't think it's gone through the manager. And if you remember a couple of years ago, you had this before with Balak and Shevchenko.
Yeah.
But trying to accommodate. But I think we'll leave that there and save it for the real football bit.
Sure did.
Sam, your question.
Right. What do you think of rage quitters?
I love it. I put it in my video.
It does, in a weird way, it does make you mad, but it does kind of keep you going, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
You know what? It absolutely makes me want to throw the controller at my TV every single time it happens. I'm like, are you kidding me? Come on, let me play. And you know what pisses me off? That in Ultimate Team, when someone rage quits against you, they get the loss, but you don't get the win.
Yeah. Why is that? That is stupid.
And you know what? I'm going to bring that up to the dev team, because that really ticks me off. I've lost about probably 10 or 12 wins in the past week or so. That it's like, I'm not that I care about win-loss records, but it's nice to see progress that you made. I mean, if games, it'd be nice to have the win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Wepeeler, considering it's Friday, what do you think of Becca Black?
Oh, I love her.
No. Yeah.
Literally. Also, I feel bad for her, like Fernando Torres, because she doesn't deserve that hate. You know what? It's a freaking catchy song, and it's a shit.
Yeah. I can't believe you put her in the same bracket as Fernando Torres. Only you could do that, Wepeeler. Only you.
You know what? That's what it is. I whip my hair back and forth. Shut up, bitch. It's the same thing. So many stupid songs out there. Like, I don't know. Sorry. She doesn't deserve the hate.
No.
That's all I got to say about Rebecca Black.
Right. So, as we have recently been involved with Sweet Patch, and how did you get involved? Because you're like the guy which I knew when I first found out about you. You're like the Sweet Patch guy.
Yeah, you're like the face of Sweet Patch.
Yeah,
I guess so. I need to get a green wig then.
And a pair of double Ds.
That's it. Well, I got the double Ds. They're just in the other room right now. He was one of the first guys who posted my Goal of the Month FIFA 06 video, and I ended up winning the Goal of the Month back in the day. That was the first one he ever did. I won it, and he supported me throughout the years, and it's been good. It's been a good partnership. I met him a few times at EAC, and he's my brother from another mother. He's a good dude, and he deserves all the credit that he's getting.
It's funny. He said the exact same thing to me, the exact same words. You're his brother from another mother.
You see that? It's true though. I mean, he's a class guy. Always has the right thing to say. Always has good feedback. Always has. He's just phenomenal. He's a good dude. I can't say enough good about him.
I have to say, this is Dave Witts, by the way, for anyone that doesn't know, and he's been like really helpful to us ever since he's sorting out this
guy, really nice guy.
Oh yeah, I meant to say that to you guys actually. Our podcast is now on YouTube, or not on YouTube, on iTunes. It mightn't actually be in the actual store at the moment, but
it is. He just needs to do the artwork. I've submitted it. He just needs to do the artwork, and then it's up.
It's up. So thank you, Dave, for helping us out big time with that.
Big thank you.
Yeah, and there's a little chat feature on our Sweet Patch page and everything, so you can have a little chat over in the box there.
Excellent.
Dan?
Right.
Dave? No, Dave.
Mine. This is one of the questions I quite like. If you could change your gamer tag, what would it be? Because I always think stuff like this is like
£8.50,
really important.
what would you change it to? Well, obviously an hour in pounds anyway, but...
Damn, that's a tough question. I wouldn't even know. Maybe Uh, Teabagger extraordinaire.
You really love that, though. You really love Teabag.
Teabag. Who
You know
does
what? It's just so funny. I don't know. I'm a kid at heart. Teabagging is just great. What can I say?
Who doesn't love a good teabagging?
That's it, man. You know, come on. It's like the ultimate diss. Like, you know what? I'm gonna teabag you.
I love it when if you see it on a kill cam. It is hilarious. You watch it over, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's worse when it happens to you. You're like, damn, I'm going to kill that guy. Oh, you're going crazy. That is when the pad goes through TV.
That's it.
So that's it now for the questions. So you can calm down. You don't have to stay on your edge now, Rob. So...
I know. I had no idea what these questions were going to be too. I'm like, uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah, so this is all Wepeeler au natural, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
So something else which have recently come along, which you also mentioned doing a question, is Montage Madness. We want to, because a lot of people are wondering, what's this? What's all this and that? We want to ask you, how do you get involved? First off.
Well, I got involved because I'm more or less involved with everybody in the community, at least try to be. And I found out about the idea from the Will 1708, and he just had this brilliant idea to, you know what, there's a lot of skillers out there. There's a lot in the UK, a lot in Scandinavia. Why don't we do our own Montage Madness, where I think it started in COD, North America versus UK, and it blew up. So why not do it with FIFA? And we have two sick teams, two sick editors, and it's going to be unbelievable. I think it's going to be bigger than the Call of Duty one.
So
yeah, I think definitely so.
Yeah. So for people that don't know, the teams Scandinavia, you have your obviously captain FIFA Raleigh, then Theo, then Afro Production, Mr. Scobie, Trustily, I'm not going to pronounce that, TRULSSII, Bijan Daniel, and then I think is it Theo's friend X-Nagy, or X-Aggie, that's editing for the team.
Aggie, yeah.
X-Aggie, and then obviously for UK team, captained by Dwayne, R9 Ray, Josh Flip, JJ's on it, Zerka, Small Beans, and edited by iJewel.
With that, I know I'm going to go a bit of a troll fan. I was quite surprised how Small Beans and Zerk got into it. I know they're good players, but it's like they're from Call of Duty backgrounds, which...
Yeah, Wepeeler, how do you kind of feel about people from the Call of Duty scene getting onto FIFA? Like, do you think, like, some people are saying it's a bad thing. I personally think, like, it's good because it's exposing FIFA to a bigger audience, but what do you think yourself?
I think the more the merrier, you know? I mean, if you want to show you got skills and you want to bring something positive to the community, then I say come on. But if you bring over the Call of Duty trolls, then gladly leave.
Yes.
I know I kind of have to say, I don't want to start a big debate or whatever here, but Leicester100 did a video on who he thinks should be on it, and I know he got a lot of like stick for that, and because obviously there were some people who he said shouldn't have been on it, but frankly I think he's entitled to his own opinion. Okay, if you don't agree with it, there's no point in giving him hassle about it.
Just give him your opinion back. Yeah, you know what I mean? If it's all constructive, isn't it? If you don't like what he says, then so why?
But then you're gonna get the odd person that's just gonna go, "Oh, you're just a wannabe" or something like that. It's gonna happen.
That's it. Everybody's got a big chest behind a computer screen. You know, you can say something and there's really no what do you say? No repercussion for it. You can tell somebody to, F off and you're never going to hear from them again. But I think the positive feedback is stuff that I like, and I think it's so far been good in the FIFA community, and I just don't want it to go south, So as long as these people bring positive stuff over, I have no problem. I mean, more the merrier.
I know I seen Zerka in the comments box actually just like, he wasn't like giving out to Lee, he was just actually just obviously fighting his corner or whatever. Well, I'm not going to say who, but someone did tweet with the video and saying dislike, and that's not the kind of thing I want to see. Like, obviously, the person didn't agree with what was in the video, but like I said, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
So, how do you think this one's going to play out then, Wepeeler? Scandinavia versus UK?
The evil question. I don't want to take sides. I don't want to take sides. I'm on the mic with 3 UK guys. No, I really
UK. I'm offended, Wepeeler.
Oh, sorry, you're Ireland, right?
Yeah,
Ireland.
He wishes he were UK.
What's up, y'all? It's Wepeeler in the house. Sorry. You know what? Missing from the Scandinavian team, the mighty Jerpseth, is a huge. I don't want to say bad things about the current Scandinavian team because obviously they're awesome, but missing him is going to be huge, and I think it could be their demise.
Do you think maybe they could have expanded the UK to the UK and Ireland to include maybe Filippo or Barcelona?
Absolutely, absolutely. They're class, but if it's UK, then you got to go with UK. You know what I mean?
We fought 700 years to get us out of the UK, so we're not going to
Exactly. That's what I
Oh
said. That's what I
no!
got.
Don't,
Oh, here
don't
we go.
encourage him. Don't encourage
Welcome
him.
to a history lesson with
Don't
Adam
do it.
Ladd.
Oh, God.
So obviously judges wise, you're going to be judging a Wepeeler, and who else is judging with you?
I think Phil Potto. I want to say Barca boy, and I know Jerpseth is going to be a judge.
Judge. And then obviously the two I've seen work by both editors, and obviously the edits are really really good. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, they're fantastic, both of them.
When
I just saw I think Zaggy did a Phil Potto Call of Duty video pretty recently on his second channel. I just checked it out today and I saw his edit. I'm like, damn, that's pretty good stuff. So I think they're both got good editors for their teams.
yeah, when is these kind of montages going to be out for anyone that's interested?
Oh, damn, good question that I don't even know. got me on the spot. I think there was an intro video on Will 1708's channel right now, and then the actual montage madness is dropping. I think in 4 to 6 weeks. They've got a month to get the goals, and then both editors have 2 weeks to edit the video and then get it out. So I'm thinking June-ish, beginning of June.
Yeah, so for anyone that wants to actually talk about that on Twitter, it's hashtag FIFA Montage Madness.
Absolutely.
Check it out. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to that. To be fair.
Yeah, because you got the best people doing, and like obviously, like I think Afro was telling me that he's got some like really really good goals, but in his opinion, and then Raleigh's telling him no, we want better. So obviously they're only looking for the top drawer goals.
They're going to be super, absolute, ridiculously good goals, aren't they? They're going to have to be.
They're going to have to be, exactly, because it's not to say everything's been done already, but there's so many good goals out there now that you've really got to step up your bar in order to make it, stand out and make your team look that much better.
Yeah, like obviously, like I think it was Dwayne that did the first kind of like roulette over the wall from a like layoff free kick, and I've kind of seen it in a few people's videos now, so they're gonna have to be creative with their goals.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
It's gonna be tough.
Oh yeah, quickly actually, while I need to mention that, and while we're talking about Twitter, for anyone that wants to give any of their views on FIFA 12, hashtag wish FIFA would be.
Yeah.
Dave came up with that, and David Sweetpatch, and the devs are reading that, he was telling me, so make sure you guys stick down there.
From them that they are checking it out. It's good. Wish FIFA would be just, speak your mind. I have quite a few posts on that, and it's being read. And the good thing about it is you can search Twitter just for the Wish FIFA would be, so we can actually comprise a report and just, send it all in one shot to them.
So nobody has any excuses.
Yeah.
If you want things to change, do it. This is the time you've got your voice. You know what I mean? Do it. Don't not say anything and then go, oh, I wish they'd have done that. This is your time to do it.
Definitely. Right, so let's leave the FIFA montage madness thing now and move on to a topic which I gotta say was in a Twitter debate at one point, and also Dave mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, is skills and long shots realistic enough compared to the real game? So obviously, Wepeeler, you want to talk about this. What's your opinion on this straight off?
My opinion on skills versus long shots, and without even going into both of them versus one another, they add a little bit of unrealism to the game.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
When you watch real football, you're not seeing a guy skilling 3 dudes and scoring a Rabona goal, and in the real game, you're not watching, unless you see Pirlo shot a few months ago. You're not seeing routine 40-yard shots go in.
Yeah.
I like them. They look good, and in the bottom line, I mean, yeah, it is a game, but EA is striving to make a realistic football game. And
yeah, you don't like with the most used trick at the moment is obviously the McGeady spin. I don't see many like footballers actually doing that like 3 times in a row.
I've only seen Zidane do things like that and come off perfectly. You never see it. It's not.
Right.
Even like Nani and Ronaldo, like they'll only do the chop or you'll see them do the odd roulette or whatever and some step overs, but like again, you never see them like taking it into the corner, doing a few keepy uppies, flicking over their guy's head behind them.
Yeah.
Then Rabona in the back of the net. I don't think I've ever seen an actual Rabona goal.
Maybe.
Oh, there's a few. I checked them out on YouTube. Yeah, there's a dude who did it from like outside the box a few years ago. It was unreal. But in what in our discussion, it's not a routine goal at all.
Yeah. I know. Maybe FIFA. You could actually put this on the hashtag. FIFA, like obviously for the bigger players, like maybe a top, I don't know, 100 players or something. They put like if they can only do those tricks. They only allowed to do those tricks. For example, like if you do more frequently, for example, you just said that you don't see Ronaldo do the McGeady spin and that. So just don't like let him do it. I know people are gonna be like, oh, why can't he do this? He's 5-star skill moves and stuff like that. But well, if people want to see the game more realistic, they're gonna have to start doing stuff like that.
But that annoys me though with the 5-star skills. I mean, Kaká, right? Amazing player. Yet he can't do the Ronaldo chop. You know what I mean? He's like.
Yeah.
What, second most expensive player in the world? Yeah, and he's got bags full of skill. Yet he can't do it on the game.
Yeah.
It's just what.
You don't exactly do it though, is he, in real life? Well, as far
no,
as...
but you think he's got the ability. You think.
Yeah, if you give Kaká a ball, I'd say he'd be able to do it for you.
Yeah, I reckon he could do it with his eyes closed.
You could have center backs that can do some of this stuff. I mean, they're just good with the ball, but you don't see it in the game. And we had a big roundtable discussion at EA in Canada when we were up there last year about this exact thing, where they said, "Oh, what do you think about doing, a 3, 4, 5-star skill ratings for players, and then only those players can do these certain skills?" And it kind of went back and forth to where, you can have a center back who's never going to do a skill in a game, who's very skilled and can do these. So why not give him a 5-star rating? Well, you don't want your center backs in the game doing it. Well, of course. And then on the flip side, okay, well, we can only limit Ronaldo to do 3 or 4 super skills, even though he's a 5-star skill player, and you're going to piss off those people. So it's a really fine line that you draw.
Yeah, I think a good example of that is PK. He is 4-star in the game. And I know you'll see him do the odd step over or whatever, but I don't see him do McGeady spins all over the place.
You can imagine him actually doing that in a Barcelona game or a Spanish game right now.
But the long shots are the same. I can remember a goal you scored against me, Adam, where we were Lavezzi and you hit it from like 50 yards out, and the keeper was stood on the line, and he just let it go over his head, and it's like, come on, it's not realistic. Yeah, you were screaming that Mike out with the best goal ever in the world, just to annoy shit out of me, but it's just not realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I know, like, particularly this year, Anto Holland has, like, kind of copped the technique to actually do it, and it's becoming a lot more, like, popular and more tried-out technique than people. And I think they need to just change it up a bit, like, the algorithm. I don't know how these things actually work, but, like, I notice, like, there's certain players that get them a lot. Like, if you notice, you see a lot of Dani Alves ones.
Yeah.
Like,
Ibrahimovic is a big one as well. Man, you're just getting ball from anywhere. And that's one of the reasons I bought him. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just, it annoys. I mean, same as like I've got Inform Podolski. You give him the ball and you just shoot from anywhere, even if he's like not even running, and it's going to go near top corner, which is like obviously so unrealistic.
Well, they sorted out the keepers as well. I remember in FIFA, it was either FIFA 10 or the World Cup. They were complaining that the keepers come out too far, and they sorted that out, and you can still score your long shots. And it's just, well, I don't know what to do it, because you don't usually see Van Persie or someone from in his own half or something like that scoring a goal, just whacking it. But it obviously you're gonna get people who's gonna attempt it, but well, it's weird. It's gonna be difficult for EA to actually try and sort all this out, because everyone's, well, I don't know if everyone is.
Yeah, but like you said, like, people will always kind of have things to say, but they have improved it a lot. Like, I know you guys will probably remember, what was it, FIFA 08, when everyone from kickoff is just having shots and you just loop
shoot
them
from
over the keeper. Yeah. And, like, it's hard for them to get these things right. Like, they're doing the best, obviously. So
yeah, there will always get problems. I mean, I know on FIFA 09, where you could chip the keeper quite easy.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think I pretty much scored like 90% of my goals by just chipping keeper. Now it's absolutely solid.
Chipping,
But they change it, don't they? They improve on one thing, and then they're going to concentrate on that, and then something else goes. We knew things were going to come out. There will still be about something. I think it's inevitable in it. To be fair.
Yeah.
It's true. It's a hard balance to get between the keepers and the unrealistic skilling and long shots. Unfortunately, people want to shoot the long shot, and the keeper's kind of just standing there watching it go in, but then they make these unbelievable saves on shots that there's no way in hell that they would save.
Yeah.
Well, it's same as clubs, isn't it? When you play FIFA clubs, right? No matter how good your pro is, the keeper is always garbage.
Yeah.
And you like, honestly, I could
The
kill
thing,
people.
the thing about that is, right? Again, the keepers are garbage, but if you have the obviously flip side of that is put your own pro keeper in.
Oh yeah, it's like Superman in there.
Yeah, but pro keeping, it's like impossible. The only way to do it is to score them like little shitty goals where you just tap it across.
Like a tap back, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Crap. But no, EA's made an improvement on the goalkeeper. I think there is still room to be made, but the issue with coding a game like this, that it's so massive that when they put a change in, it can break another part of the game.
Yeah.
And then you're forced to, okay, well, now the game's unplayable, but the keeper's great. So, you got to find a happy balance. And these guys, I mean, they really know what they're doing. They're all freaking engineers. And I met with a few of them, and then, they just blow my mind with the stuff that they are trying to get into the game. But, money's an issue. Time's an issue. You want to put a game out every single year and make it different enough from the previous year that people want to pick it up and play it.
It's going to be tough.
It
is.
Yeah.
It's hard not to change something that's not broken into. I mean, FIFA's such a great game. I know they want to improve it, but if they change so much of it, we'd probably just turn around and go, "It's crap now. I don't like it." There's got to be a balance, and at the end of the day, the improvements they've made are great. So we can't really hate them too much.
I think.
Yeah, I know we've done like this. We did last one Ultimate Team, and then we did the first one on kind of general improvements and stuff. But at the end of the day, these guys have a year to make a game, like Wepeeler said, and make it different. And they're doing a great job, keeping out a new, fresh product every year and keeping it cool. And even that kind of whole Ultimate Team coming out with that, that was a brainwave. I'm not gonna lie, by EA. Whoever came up with that must have, fair play to the devs. Okay.
But guys, if you're listening, people who develop it, feel free to send me a copy early, and I'll give you feedback.
Put a little review here on Off the Ball.
Yep. Don't be shy. Just send it to me. I'm sure I'll enjoy it.
So, do you want to kind of move on to real football then?
Stuff I want to talk about.
Obviously, we had the Champions League this week, everybody.
You watch Wepeeler?
It's hard. I'm at work and all you guys are tweeting about it. I'm like, because the time difference is 5 or 6 hours or so. So all they're playing and I'm at work stuck watching my little ESPN Sports Center trying to get highlights and stuff.
But the games, obviously, the one that stood out for me was the Schalke and Inter game.
Schalke and Inter, had to be United and Chelsea. Come on.
Please, no. I agree with Dan. It was Schalke and Inter.
Honestly, if you guys listened last week, we made predictions of what the scores would actually be, and we said that Inter would win 3-0 or 2-0, but obviously we was way off. It was really 5-2.
5-3, I think it was it? 5-3 was it in the end?
5-3?
5-2.
5-2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So, gotta say, with that, you can tell football's unpredictable.
Yeah, I know. Especially after 5 minutes when Stankovic scores an absolute cracker of a goal.
I don't think football's unpredictable. Well, it's slightly, but I think Inter are unpredictable. Oh my God, from being the champions of Europe.
Kind of shows
not even top at league.
It's
poor.
Need the manager because they had Mourinho there last year, and they wouldn't.
They've had Rafa Benitez. Now they've got Leonardo.
Yeah, and I don't know why they're even bringing in Leonardo. He couldn't make it at AC. He's why he's not going to make it at Inter? Who are obviously.
I think that's how many jobs has he had? I don't even think he's an experienced manager.
No, I think it was he obviously played for AC, and then I think AC was his first job.
Well, you can't actually say that because he haven't had many jobs. Like the Barcelona manager's a rookie.
Yeah, Guardiola.
True. Yeah, very very much true. I think obviously he's a legend in Milan. I just think that it's a tough team to manage. A lot of big characters, and I think it'd have probably been easier if he'd have gone in instead of Rafa Benitez. But I think it's a hard job to pick, and they've got class players as well. It's not, you can't say, you've sold him or we've not got him. They've got players, whether they're injured or not, I'm not sure. But I know it's worrying times if you're an Inter fan.
obviously Mourinho did like an excellent job, but like Mourinho would bring Accrington Stanley to treble if he went there. He's that good of a manager.
Yeah, very very good man management, and it brings the best out. It makes good players excellent players, which not many managers can do that.
Like you look at the success he was it there last weekend was the first time he's lost at home in the league in like 9 years or something. Or 7 years. Like last time, like he went unbeaten with Inter and unbeaten with Chelsea at home in the league, and the last time he lost was like again with Porto in 2002 or something. So it really shows how good of a manager he is. And obviously, okay, Benitez didn't do well, and he's doing okay, but like you're never gonna you have to reduce your expectations after having Mourinho in, because at the moment, like unless you're gonna get Fergie in, I don't think there's anyone else that could really do as good of a job as he.
Yeah. Because I not recently, but a while ago, that because Chelsea wanted Mourinho back because before Ancelotti went there, and he decided not to go in the Premier League because he reckoned it would ruin his chances to get the Man United job. Do you reckon he'd be a good manager at Man United? When Fergie retires?
I hope not.
I'd love it, and I like the press and all that are all saying that he has like a clause in his contract and that kind of thing. And I think the Man United job has always like been something that he's wanted, just because of their style of play, and obviously he has a good relationship with Ferguson and stuff as well. So
I honestly think that Alex Ferguson will be there. I think they'll have to like cryogenically freeze his head, and he'll be like a robot. He's never going to leave the team. He's there forever. I actually think he's dead. And this is just like a guy in a suit with a mask on. Like, he's going to be there forever. I mean, you're going to have to scrape the guy out of the club. So there's no way. But swiftly moving on from talking Mourinho.
United Chelsea.
God, get it over and done with Adam. Just do it.
I'd say Chelsea. Okay, United were good. United were like dominated Chelsea's for some period. I have to say, old man Giggs, what a player. Do you see that? And Michael Carrick is a player that gets a lot of stick. But that ball he played to Giggs was amazing.
Oh, come on, you can't defy the guy as an amazing, a great player.
No, I'm not going to say he's an amazing player. But like he does get a lot of stick from United fans and people in general for saying that he's not really a player. Like, and he's not up to the United standard. But like that kind of just shows you that like he can do what it's just trying to do consistently. And then Giggs, obviously. Giggs is another player that's going to have to be cryogenically frozen. Like, honestly, he'll be playing till he's 50 odd himself and Ferguson.
He's a great, he's a great pro. He does, he does
True Welshman. I gotta say, that's where the best players come from.
He's just a great pro. You'd never see him in papers, sleeping with this person or again, hitting somebody. He's just a quality pro. Looks after his body, and that's why he can still play football at this age and competitively. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, but anyway, credit where credit's due. All right, Adam.
Catch any of the highlights?
They played all right. So
yeah, we better catch any highlights for the Chelsea game.
I'm sorry.
Did you catch any of the highlights? Like
No, I caught the goal, and then I caught some stick on Twitter about you guys chatting and Torres flopping and diving. I made a joke about how he needs to try out for the Spanish Olympic team and diving and stuff. So, yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to see the game, but I got to.
Thanks, thanks.
Hey, I don't think Anto Holland would appreciate that joke.
Oh yeah, I think he was one of the first ones to respond back. Yeah.
See, I can't wait until Anto Holland's on this, and then we can.
Oh man, he's gonna be awesome. You're gonna have to get that mute button for the swears because he's like, fuck. I love that dude, man. He's awesome. We talk all the time. He's a good dude.
Great dude. Awesome player as well.
I told him I was going to do in one of the sweet vids, I was going to do like a spoof call of him, and I was going to play both parts, and I'd be like, hey, what's going on, Anto Holland? And he'd be like, oh, great, Wepeeler, fuck. I asked his permission first, and he said it was fine as long as it was a joke, and of course it's a joke because he's a good dude.
Don't take this to offence, Anto, but we are doing it as a joke. You are an awesome guy, and thanks for wanting to come on here as well.
Well, I just want to run this one up quickly. Player of the Years. The names have been drawn for the PFA Player of the Year. Some interesting names on there. Charlie Adam, Blackpool. Gareth Bale, I mean, he's had a quality season. Sami Nasri, Arsenal. Scott Parker, West Ham. Carlos Tevez. I know you're never going to like him, Adam, after last episode. Rafael van der Vaart, Spurs. And Vidic, Man United. Personally, I think Bale has had an amazing...
I would say Bale, but... because he
He's
plays
choice,
really
isn't
well, but Charlie Adam is gonna push that. To come from the Championship and to play that well and won players like Man United wanting him in his first season in the Premier League is, well, outstanding, I would say.
It's always hard, though. It's always hard for these players that he is, because Tevez had a really good start at season, but he's like eased off now.
Yeah, but
And I think they always pick the players who's had like the biggest impact towards end of season, because that's the only ones you can remember.
no, the thing is about the actual voting for that. They take the votes for that in like November, December or something. So like people that have a good like first half of the season, they'll be on the list. But say if I sign a player in January, he might play unbelievable for like the last couple of months, but you won't be on the list. It's kind of a bit flawed like that.
Well, I mean, I think the young player of the year is probably the best one. Obviously, Gareth Bale's in there again. Seamus Coleman, Everton.
Come on, Seamus Coleman.
I knew you'd say it. Joe Hart, Man City keeper, obviously England number one. He's had a tremendous. Hernandez, the new Tevez, as you like to call him. Nani, again, I think he's played well, but not like anything special. Nasri, I think he's had a quality season. And my choice, and I think everybody's choice, is going to be Jack Wilshere, Arsenal.
It's going to be tough between him and Bale when people voted.
Well, I definitely think Bale's going to win Player of the Year, so I think it's going to be between Nasri and Wilshere. That's my pick.
I think Seamus Coleman has a real shout there.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I'd never actually heard of him until this season. Probably a lot of people never had. But yeah, he's played well, but I don't think he's played amazing. But it's a credit to him to get onto the list, isn't it, to be fair? So yeah.
So I think that's...
The professionals have spoken.
Yes.
Yeah, the professionals. We're not.
You are. You guys are all over it.
Right, so cool. I think that's going to be it now for this podcast. Is there anything else?
One more.
Go on then.
One more thing. Right. Arsene Wenger, Arsenal manager, did a press conference and saying that he would be happy if Arsenal came second in the league. And I know a lot of Gunners fans have been, slating this. So please give some comments about it. See what you think. Do you think it's good for second? Do you think they should be at top of the league? I personally think Arsenal, one of the best clubs in country, they should be happy. They shouldn't be happy with second place. So let's hear some feedback.
Still 7 games left, though. You never know. Man United could do a drought, and wow.
No, I don't think United will slip over this stage. They've done it too many times before. They know what it's like.
But well,
so
you never know. So that's a wrap from Battling Night Podcast episode 3, brought to you by Sweet Patch. Does anyone want to say anything now before we leave?
I think we should have the final word, as you had Lego last time.
Oh, yeah,
Dan.
I got my word. Go on.
Blancmange.
Okay.
I'd like to say blancmange. Just like the word. Don't actually particularly like eating it, but yeah, blancmange.
I want to say pomegranate because I've been drinking pomegranate juice this week and it's really nice. I've never had it before.
Man, where you been living?
Obviously, we have to say a big thanks to Wepeeler for coming on.
Yes.
Oh, Larry, say his word. Want to say a word to end it?
Teabag.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah, let's do it, Teabag. So,
it's been an honour. It's been an honour and a pleasure to have you on here, my friend.
Hey, I hope I'm on again. I appreciate it. It was fun. We had a good time. And
hopefully, I can get some Ultimate Team games against you.
That's it.
Skills, man.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So everyone.
You know what? Oops, sorry. I got an Ultimate Team video coming out tomorrow, so you can see some skills there, and then I'll
you guys
get something going.
His channel as well. His channel's going to be in the description. So have a look at that and check out his new Ultimate Team video. So.
Everyone, before you leave this video, will you please give it a like and tweet it, send it on, or do whatever you want.
Hashtag as well, BOTN podcast if you've got any questions. And also post in the comments below, guy. In two episodes time, episode 5, we have got Anto Holland, the long shot legend. I'm going to give him my name. Coming up. Don't know what we're going to talk about yet. If you've got any topics you want us to talk about, post in the comments, and any questions you want us to ask him or ask any of us in this. So I think we can call that a wrap now.
Yeah.
So sub us up all on YouTube, everyone.
Yep. Catch you later.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Yeah. Episode 3, it's a wrap.
Teabag.
Onomatopoeia.
Teabag.
And it's silent.
Okay.